I'm getting some messages of people asking, so what are some simple ways to create like a holistic life to help with aging gracefully, and helping with just overall de-stressing and like just looking and feeling your best. So some things that I found that work for me are, you got to get your stress under control. If there's things that trigger stress, that there's always going to be things that trigger stress, but if there's unnecessary things that trigger stress, those things you have to get under control, because if you're allowing things to enter into your life that are really causing all kinds of stress and problems, you're messing up your nervous system, and you're also messing up your hormones. And if your hormones are all over the place, you're going to have a really hard time getting anything else under control. That's like the first step there, is get your hormones under control if you can. Hormones, getting your hormones balanced is number one. So I'm a fan of HRT. I know some people don't like it. I think there's a lot of really great options out there. There's bioidentical hormone replacement therapy that can help give you a boost if you have low testosterone or whatever you're dealing with. And it's not like a lifelong thing, but it can really give you some energy and vitality back in your life. And that's what a lot of people are looking for, is just some vitality and energy. You can also, a lot of it just has to do with your diet. What you're putting in your body is so key. It's huge. If you have a high fat, high sugar diet and low protein, that's messing you up right there. And I realized that I used to only eat protein like I would only eat steak like once every 6 months, or it would be on like New Year's. I'm like, oh, I'm having some steak. Now I eat it daily, if not every other day. At least 3 to 5 times a week I have grass-fed steak. And I eat it in small portions. I personally like 4 ounces at a time. That's what makes me feel good. It's not too much. And I pair it with some carbs, but I keep my carbs under control. You have to have some carbs because you're burning it. And again, it depends on where you're at in your fitness too. If you're in a calorie deficit, or you're in or you need to pack on to build muscle, just depending on what you're doing. But you want to have a good ratio of carbs, fats, and protein. Your protein should be 1 gram of protein for every pound of weight you are. So if you're 130 pounds, you need to have 130 grams of protein per day. This is per day. Most people aren't getting nearly enough protein, and that's a big problem, because if you're not getting enough protein, you're going to be more hungry. And if you're not getting enough protein, you're going to have a hard time building muscle. And the muscle is what's burning the fat. I also don't do a lot of cardio, and I think cardio could be good for your heart, but I also think it's really overrated. I think if you were to choose, I would pick weight training and interval, low intense cardio. So incline cardio, that would be like you're on a treadmill, and you're maybe between a 6 and a 10 incline, depending on where you start, and you're keeping your heart rate in like a zone 2, which means you can have a conversation while you're on the treadmill, and you're at like between a 2 and a 4 speed. So you do that for 30 to 60 minutes, 3 to 5 times a week. You don't need to be aggressive. You need to do weight training, high intense cardio. You don't need to do that. You need to get enough rest, handle your stress, do weights, low interval training, make sure you're getting enough protein. Like, it sounds complicated, but it's not. It's actually really simple. The simple things. And a lot of it is, a lot of the hidden calories and hidden fats are in things like saucy things like barbecue ribs. It's the sauce, it's the salad dressings. I also don't eat a lot of salads. I know people go out and they get a salad. I don't. If I go out to eat, I'll get a burger maybe wrapped in lettuce, but I'm not interested in just a salad. Or if I do get a salad, I always add protein, chicken or steak on it. So I don't, it's the sauces and the salad dressings and those types of things that really are fatty. It's just extra fat. You're giving yourself. And so if you were to do 100 extra calories a day, that's 10 pounds a year if you're not burning it off. So it's really this ratio of This is all like natural ways. It's not, it's just simple natural ways of living. So this is how I embody this whole organic modern lifestyle, because it's a simple lifestyle. You are limiting you're cutting the fat. So you're getting rid of the distraction. You're getting rid of all of the exterior garbage that is not serving you, the nonsense, the rushing, the things that make you anxious. Like, oh, I have to rush to the store. I rush to get this sale. And it's like, run, don't walk. And, oh, I need the latest and greatest. And you're constantly rearranging your house, and you're constantly buying things. And, you're all over the place. Your kid's involved in 50 different sports. And you're like, oh, we have to show up to every single thing, every birthday party, every class event, everything. You're stretching yourself so thin to say then, oh, I'm Wonder Woman. Well, that might look great from the outside, and people might be like, wow, she's such a great mom, or she's such a great woman. Look at all that stuff she does. But if you are sacrificing your health for that, that's a problem. So there are busier seasons, yes, where you have to really push yourself, but your whole life can't be that way. And so when we run our whole life that way, we're in this fight or flight mode. We're running on these adrenals. We are destroying our own body. So you have to get it under control. You got to find little ways to de-stress, like just walking for 10 minutes. Like right now, it's like 100. It's over 100, and it's hot and windy. It's like a hot blow dryer in my face. But I needed a little walk, and so you got to do things that can help de-stress you, even if it's 10 minutes. 10-20 minute walk is a game changer for your health. Salads can also make you really gassy and actually really bloated. They can go against you, and when you're eating a lot of like cold, crispy foods like that. So I used to do it a lot. I felt like, oh, I need to have all these greens and all these carrots and all these things. And I keep it really simple. Like my go-to vegetable is cucumber. I do it because I like it, so it's easy to eat, but it's also very hydrating, has a lot of benefits to it. For a long time, I was juicing celery at home, and I thought, oh, I drink celery juice. And I was so proud of it too. I tell people, I drink celery juice right when I wake up on an empty stomach. I juice it, organic celery juice. I was doing that, but I didn't really look or feel any different. If anything, I mean, I feel better now, and I don't drink celery juice every day. I'm not saying it's not good for you, but maybe it was too much. So you just have to find what really works for your body. You'll notice when things are off, like when my hair was falling out in chunks. I'm like, okay, something's off, something's not right. And I had really bad gut issues. My stomach hurt a lot, so I limit dairy. I don't drink milk. I don't drink milk actually at all anymore, but I do like ice cream. Ice cream doesn't hurt my stomach. I get Alden's organic because it's clean and it's delicious. Well, it's cleaner. So you just have to find what works for your body. There's certain things that really bother my stomach. I don't eat soy, a lot of processed stuff. So if you're noticing that you just aren't feeling that good, or you're sluggish, or you're tired, or you have a lot of inflammation, and things are all out of whack, chances are you just need to exercise and clean up your diet. Really simple. Get your hormones clean, get rest, take vitamins. You can add all that in, but you have to exercise, clean up your diet. Two main things. You should be exercising daily, every single day. If you're not, there's a problem right there. So, and then make sure you're getting decent sleep. If you're having a hard time sleeping, exercise. It'll help you sleep. If sex also helps with stress, and it helps with rest as well. Walking will help you sleep. When your diet's cleaned up, you'll sleep better too. So all of these different things they work with each other. So you want to do all of those things together, and it's just going to help you live this, you're going to function better. You're going to feel better. And then cut the dramatic relationships, all the problematic relationships. For the time being that you're really trying to clean things up, limit those. Just set them aside. You don't have to be involved in everybody else's drama and everybody else's problems. Just take the time that you need for yourself instead of dragging them along, and focus on those things. It'll make you a better mom, a better wife. You'll feel better, and then you can engage back in those if you feel you want to. You probably won't even want to at that time, because then you'll realize this is a big waste of time. I also don't drink hardly ever. So if you're drinking alcohol occasionally, you're destroying your body right there, even social drinking. I'm not a big drinker. I don't like to go out to eat and sit in a restaurant and unless it's a really good food. But I don't want to sit in Cheesecake Factory at a dirty, sticky table that 500 people just sat on the day before and wait to get this overpriced food that is full of grease and slop and fat, and then go home and I wasted half a day and I spent a bunch of money. I don't like that. I'd rather grill something fresh and eat something fresh at home than do that. So social drinking, you're destroying your skin. Even if you're like, oh, it's just a glass of wine, you are destroying your skin. You have to stay hydrated properly. That means like salt, hydration, make sure you're getting your electrolytes, make sure you're sweating a little bit. So if you don't have a sauna and you're not working out, you might have a backed up lymphatic system and you're not able to detox properly. And so your body needs to detox. And that's why working out is really important, because it's helping your body get moving and it's helping those systems detox. And your lymphatic system is the only system that doesn't have its own pump. So you have to get that system working. And some good ways are rebounding. You could do a lymphatic massage or drainage. You could actually just swing your arms. Like if you need to get your lymphs working in your armpits, like this area, just swing your arms. So there's all kinds of different simple ways that you could do. You could do a gua sha stone. Actually, that's what I've been doing on my jawline. I don't get any Botox. I've never had Botox. I use a gua sha stone and I go up my jawline and down here. And then I just do it with some nice face oil. And it helps really smooth out the skin. It helps depuff and it helps give you that nice snatched jaw. I mean, not that mine is nice and snatched, you know, you're going to age obviously, but it just helps get things moving, and it helps depuff and really get the lymphatic system drained and moving. So these are all just like simple holistic measures. If you need like a jump start, like I needed a jump start when I was, when I did hormone replacement therapy, I needed a jump start. I'm like, I don't have 6 months or a year to wait. I felt like junk. I'm like, and then when I got my blood work back, the lady said, yeah, your testosterone is that of like a 70-year-old. I'm like, well, no wonder I feel so tired and lethargic and I've got no, you know, because it was so low. I went on testosterone for 4 months, and then I went off for 4 months, and then I went back on because I needed it, and it made me feel so good, and it really gave me a jump start that I needed for fitness and everything. Like it just woke me up and gave me some vitality. And there's different ways you can do it. I preferred the injections where you inject in your glute, and that's what I did. So, and I did it once a week, and of course it was all, you know, monitored or whatever. So, you know, you just do what you got to do. And if you're looking for a holistic way, you can balance your hormones naturally, which is what I ended up doing over time. But I needed that boost first. I needed to get that boost before I did it. I was like, okay, I don't want to spend a year trying to balance my hormones. My hair was falling out and I felt like junk. So that's what I chose to do. Anyway, so if you're following along on this journey, you just you got to make those changes that are going to help simplify your life. And a lot of it has to do with decluttering your life, decluttering your space, decluttering your house, decluttering your friends list. Like you might have a friends list of people that really aren't your friends. Decluttering that, getting rid of the drama, cutting the excess, and that way you can focus and you can run your race and you can go confidently in the direction that God has for you without feeling like everything's so chaotic and out of control. It's like a slow, fast life, because you're at a quick pace. You know what you're doing. You're focused. You got your goals and everything, but it's at a pace that it's a rhythm that is a little bit different, because you're not going all over the place. You're just on a straight path, doing your thing, running your race, being the mom, wife. You know, you could be the grandma, the whatever, and you're taking care of yourself, and then you're using that new you to share with the world. So it's not necessarily you're taking care of yourself just to be all about yourself and obsessed and narcissistic, and you know that's different. You don't want to get that way. You want to take what you're learning and then you're sharing it with those around you. They notice, oh wow, yeah, grandma could pick so the grandkid up now, and because she built some muscle, and just different things, you know, that people around you will start noticing that you're able to do. And so you're just demonstrating with your life that you care, that you're taking the time to get out of the nonsense and to do what you know you need to do.